Hello. Hi.
Hi, hey,
Well, thanks for listening to our first episode of Let Me Call You Back. I'm Kristen.
I'm Libby,
And
and we're super excited. This has been something that Kristen's been wanting to do for a while, so I'm excited we're finally doing it.
yeah, let's just dive into it. So I guess yeah, you mentioned that I wanted to always do this, and that's because I listen to podcasts more than I do anything else. So, like when I'm in the car, I listen to a podcast instead of the music or the radio. So yeah, let's just get in people's ears and let them get to know us.
Should we talk about like what our favorite podcasts are? I feel like you have a good number of suggestions.
So I listen to a lot of podcasts in the true crime community. Um, so if that's something that you're interested in, I have a lot of recommendations for that. I'm also a fan of like the humor podcast. So I'd say one of the most frequent ones I'm listening to these days is Jake Johnson's "We're Here to Help" podcast. Yeah, that one's just comedy and it's a good time. It's a nice to kind of
Oh,
get
from New
lose
Girl,
yourself.
right?
Yeah, the guy from New Girl, Nick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Okay, yes, we love Nick.
So yeah. So I guess, Libby, do you want to kind of take people into like where did our friendship begin? How did we get to know each other?
Oh gosh, yes. I guess we're gonna age ourselves a little bit, right?
Yeah. That's okay. That's okay.
We met way back in 2004. We were in the fifth grade.
Yeah.
But like back in elementary school, they always kind of like teach you either alphabetically or just some certain way. So because our last names, our maiden names are both with S's, we were seated. Kristen was in front of me, and then I was behind her. And I think it was just one of those things where you just hit it off. Like I can't remember like a specific first conversation we had, but we just clicked immediately, and we're pretty much have just been best friends ever since, and kind of lived all these different paths. Moved out of state, moved to different cities, and we always managed to come back to each other. So
Yeah. I don't even know that I have any specific memories from fifth grade. I feel like we did a spelling bee or something, and I have loose memories of like practicing spelling words together, but
we
not
did.
a
I
ton
think we did.
comes back from the early days. But I know that it's been like best friends ever since. So even though like we've gone periods of time that we like didn't talk, especially like in high school when we were, in different states and kind of living our own high school
Oh yeah,
journeys.
high school was rough.
Um,
Mm.
but then we just kind of pick back up. And so it's one of those situations. I'd say we're closer now than we've maybe ever been. I feel like we talk more now than we did in the past, maybe. Maybe I'm crazy.
No, I think so.
So,
Because even
yeah.
back in school, you really only, yeah, I mean, you see each other at school, but that's like, you don't really get to like hang out at school. And then he just leaves us the weekends.
Yeah.
We would always have some pretty epic like slumber parties, though. I do remember those and all of our shenanigans with baking and playing on the computer back on the Windows XP
Yeah.
days.
Lots of
Might have been also
computer.
Windows 98.
Lots of computer memories, some outdoor adventures, definitely stuff that we're going to dive into in the future. Some good times.
Yes. If anyone is a fan of The Sims, that pretty much that game like built us.
Yeah, that and
The Sims 2.
the Barbie world. So yeah, there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot of memories to dive into. But I guess like we just wanted to go into this first episode introducing ourselves, telling you a little bit about ourselves, and then kind of sharing with you what you can expect from our podcast. So let me call you back. I guess let's start with the title. Where did we come up with that?
That fell into our lap. We were workshopping just a couple of other ideas, but it's just something we always say. And if anyone knows, when you're an adult with so much going on in your life, you're like, yeah, let me call you right back. And sometimes that doesn't happen, and that's okay. But it's kind of a funny kind of nod to how we always sign off. And
Yeah, it's an
yeah.
intention. We have really good goals of calling back. Just might not happen as much as we want it to. So yeah. Let me call you back. Let me tell you what's going on, but maybe later. I got a lot going on. It's kind of the nod to just adult friendship and what that is all about. One thing I know that we want to share, we want to talk about each week is our obsessions and what we're going to be kind of sharing with each other is like what's going on in my life right now. So What are you obsessed with right now?
Ooh, so many things. I'll try to just keep it down to top three. But I just binged Pluribus on Apple TV Plus. I just re-upped for a free trial because I don't need to be paying for another streaming service. But it's by the creators of Breaking Bad. So if you know the whole Breaking Bad universe, Better Call Saul. This also takes place in Albuquerque, New Mexico. But it's about this woman. She's an author of like a pirate fantasy series. Not important. But what happens is this, I guess they're aliens. They like transmitted a message to Earth, and scientists decoded it. And it turns out it's for a virus that infects people so that they all become like this hive mind.
Hmm.
And so she's immune. And so it's kind of like about her relationship and like how, she's navigating this new post hive mind world. I'm worried I'm like giving too much away, but that's kind of like what it is. It has been renewed for season two, so take that as a spoiler if you will. But it was very good, very good.
I am a huge fan of Breaking Bad. Probably, okay, Bob's Burgers is my favorite TV show of all time, but probably my favorite like live action adult TV show, Breaking Bad. I did not know that that was the same creator, so you've got me
That's
wanting
the
to
only reason
try
I
it.
got into it. Wait, did you watch Better Call Saul or did you only see Breaking Bad?
I've seen chunks of Better Call Saul. I didn't think Better Call Saul was as good as Breaking Bad. I did, I mean,
Oh, see, you got a good point though. I really liked Better Call Saul, but I think you're right when in terms of like all the characters like Breaking Bad, I think they just did such a good job. You can't recreate
characters,
that.
plot, like the cinematography, like all of it. Breaking Bad was very well done. I feel like the actors that were selected were like the perfect embodiment of who they were supposed to be, or at least that's how it came out when it came across the screen. Better Call Saul, like Saul is probably my least favorite character. Just
Oh,
because
I
I feel
love
like Bob
Saul Slippin'
Odenkirk,
Jimmy.
yeah, I just think Bob Odenkirk is like a little too bit of a flair for me. But I have
I could see
watched
that
it,
though.
and I probably should finish it just for the sake of finishing the program. So
You
cool.
should, and then you can be like, I've closed that
And
chapter.
Pluribus sounds like definitely something I'm going to put on my list. I just got a new phone, so I feel like I should have an Apple free trial, but I
Ooh,
haven't tried it
yes.
yet.
But wow, I was burying the lead the whole time because the main character is Kim from Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad.
Okay, so
She is the main character.
it
Yeah.
is like the same universe, like the
But
same
it
world.
no, sorry, like the same actress, but it's not Kim.
Okay.
She's like a completely different character. But like we just love her, so
Yeah, no, I
yeah.
definitely did like her. She was good. And I think she's a good like balanced character to go against Saul Goodman. So cool. I might really be
Oh
interested. I
yeah.
want to check that out. All right, what else is on your list? What else are we obsessed with these days?
We have Frida McFadden fans. If the housemaid has kind of swept the nation. I did see the movie. It was really good. I read the book a couple of years ago now, and I planned on rereading it. Didn't get to it. But I feel like the movie was pretty faithful to the book, and the casting was perfection. So they've already gotten Sydney Sweeney back for The Housemaid's Secret, the sequel. So I'm game for that.
Okay, another one. I definitely want to see the movie. I'm not a big go to the movies person, but I definitely do want to see that movie. I will say though, as far as the books go, I feel like I started The Housemaid's Secret and never finished it, so that might be another one. I feel like I'm getting homework from our conversation of things I need to get completed.
Now that I think about it, I don't think I finished The Housemaid's Secret. Or if I did, it was not as memorable as the first book. And I think that there's a third book, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to read the third book.
Yeah, like let the story go. I will say Frida McFadden though is by far one of my favorite authors currently. You know, old school Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling back in the day, but as far as like
Yes.
reading books that are written for adults, Frida McFadden is probably one of my favorites.
But yeah, so I did just finish one of Frida's books called The Locked Door. 10 out of 10. It's been a while since I've read like a true like 5-star book. A lot of the books I read, I'd say like 4-star, for plot or what do you call it? Like speed or like how slow the story progresses. I can't think of the word.
Like pacing.
Yes, the pacing. Yeah, I feel like the pacing of some other books that I've read later is just not on par, but The Locked Door was definitely one of the top. So I'll put that at the top of my Frida list along with Never Lie, which was my very first Frida book.
So Never Lie, is that the one? I feel like we've talked about this. The couple is like trapped in her former like therapist's house and there's like a painting.
Yes, I
Yeah.
yep, there's a
Not to
painting.
give
I can't
away the
remember if there was a
plot,
couple.
but
I don't even remember the story. I don't remember the twist.
and that's what I love about the Frida books is like even if you try to imagine what the twist is going to be, it never ends up being that.
Yeah, it never is. And I'm trying like, oh, how could she turn it on its head? And I'm still like, nope, I still don't guess what it is. So
No,
kudos to
yeah,
Frida.
she does a good job. Awesome. Any other obsessions?
Just one more and then I'll shut up because I'm tired of hearing. Olipop. I know this is not a new drink in the whole prebiotic space, but if you're, into that kind of stuff, I've recently tried their Pineapple Paradise in collaboration with SpongeBob. If you don't know, I am a huge SpongeBob
Have
fan.
you seen
If you know
that new
us, we quote
movie?
it quite a lot. I have not. I will wait for streaming. I think that'll hit Peacock or Paramount Plus, so I'll wait.
Sure. But okay, so the
But
Olipop,
Olipop.
a lot of people have been doing collabs with SpongeBob. So yeah,
Oh, yeah, SpongeBob has, yeah.
market it where you can.
They have Kelpo cereal at Walmart.
Oh, I might buy
I was so
that.
tempted to buy
I
it.
kind of want to try it.
I was like,
I'm
it
interested.
looks so good. So if you try it, I need a video of you eating it.
Yeah, well, maybe we need to both get some. We'll try it on the podcast.
Wait, that'd be kind of fun.
Everyone
Okay.
wants to
I
hear us
I would do
crunch
that.
on the pod, I'm sure.
Oh yes. Well, the ASMR is still very big. I'm not a huge ASMR, but I will give the people what they want.
Give them what they want, Libby. Okay, cool. I guess like I don't have any really great like jaw-dropping obsessions, but I have been practicing my piano
Yes. Musicians for
at the
life.
recommendation of Libby. I have been working on the Simply Piano app, and I think if I was a first time ever learning the piano kind of student, I don't think that I would be able to pick up on the skills as well. But since I already kind of have a musical background, it's helping me dust off some old, some forgotten techniques. I've been going through the chords lessons this week, and I don't know that that's as fun for me as playing like more of a melodic song, but the
Yes.
chords is fun.
And I noticed the chords are like they're not like your typical. They like make it kind of inverted,
Yeah,
like the G chords. It's not like because I was trying to teach Terry, my husband, how to do that. Like, and I'm like, it is the chord, but it's not the chord at the same
it's
time.
almost
And he's
like
like, well, why would they
built
change
different.
that?
Yeah, yeah. And then when they're teaching us, like they teach us the root of the chord, and I'm like, yeah, but why are you teaching that last? Anyway, yeah, they do it a different way than I think maybe a traditional piano teacher might, but it is nice to freshen up on those skills and, get the creative juices flowing.
And it's fun because then you can play pretty. They have so many like fun songs. I think that's like where they actually excel. You could play Ed Sheeran, you could play Adele, you could play
The
whatever.
Disney collection is where I've spent a lot of my time.
Yes.
I will say too, like it's interesting. I'm definitely on the beginner level of all the songs, but just to see the differences between the beginner, intermediate, and advanced, like sheet music, it's fun to see like how much I'm going to learn if I keep on and stick with it. So yeah, piano lessons. That's something that I'm really excited about right now, and I'm trying to stay dedicated to and not lose steam on.
Yes, I love that for you.
Yeah. Another thing
What
I
else? Give
put
me
my
more.
obsession list, I talked about Monopoly Go, which I know you also are spending some time doing. You tried to take a break from us, and then they did
Yes.
the Harry Potter collab, and no one can resist. We,
No, no one can resist Harry Potter.
so if
We could have a whole episode about Harry Potter.
a whole episode about Harry Potter, I probably could have a whole episode about Monopoly. I've played every day for like probably 3 or 4 years, which is crazy. I didn't take a break.
I can't believe it's been that
It's
long.
been a long time. Yeah, you were in North Carolina when we started playing. When you started playing,
Oh
and
yeah.
I had been playing for about a year then. So
Right. Yeah. Okay. So it has been that long.
yeah,
Wow.
that's crazy. So yeah, I'm really would love to finish this Harry Potter sticker set. I don't think it's gonna happen. There's like 170 stickers.
I don't know how we're supposed to get those chocolate frogs because I keep getting the same freaking cards.
Okay, so I pulled it up because I needed to know. There's 207 stickers. I have
Okay,
168. But I have five of the chocolate frogs, but I have two Dumbledores, and you can't trade them. So,
I know. Okay, so 207. Oh, I have 171
oh,
stickers.
you're beating me.
But yeah, I have
And
two
23
Dumbledores.
days left?
Dang, that's not that much time. I thought we had more time. Oh,
No, we have 23
I should get
days.
on that.
And I'm not going to spend money. I'm not going to lie. I've spent in my 4 years, I think $6 on Monopoly, and I don't want to spend anymore.
Ooh, proud of
It's more
you.
than I want to have spent on Monopoly. It's always a dig
Right?
event.
And they tempt
I
you.
always get convinced to buy the
Oh, to get the token.
shovels for the dig event, and then I still don't finish it.
Mm.
But whatever. So you have two
Yeah, I
Dumbledores as
haven't finished
well?
a dig event in forever. Yeah, and I had like four freaking Rowena Ravenclaws.
Oh, I don't even have
I'm
her.
like, okay, give me. I mean, if I could send them, I would. I wonder if they're gonna do an event like they do the gold blitzes. Because then, yeah,
But for the
please let
golden,
me get rid of
like
some
for
of
the
these
frogs,
frogs.
that'd be nice. Yeah, and I would love to cash in my $700 or 700 star vault, but like this morning there was
Ooh.
a sticker boom and I only have 654 stars,
Mm-hmm.
so
Oh man.
yeah. Anyway, this is really exciting content for those of you who are not interested in Monopoly or Harry Potter. Um, but yeah, that's kind of our thing.
But we will leave our Monopoly links
Oh,
in the show notes, so you
absolutely.
should join.
Add me on Monopoly Go. I will share stickers with you if I have them. And I will ask you for stickers.
Thanks.
Yeah, and then my last obsession is Animal Kingdom. I don't know if you've watched that. It's like a crime
No,
family.
but I see the previews every time I log on Netflix and I'm like, ooh, we should watch that. So it's on my list. Tell me
We
more
talked
though.
about, Breaking Bad and how much I think it's just a really well-made show. I would argue this show is pretty well made as well. And it's like the
Ooh.
crime world, so it's kind of got that dark, drama feature to it. Yeah, so Grandma, she goes by Smurf. She's kind of like the
I love
the
it.
mafia lord. I don't know, the crime boss of the family. She tells everyone what to do. Um, yeah, so I think I'm in season four, season three, season four now. But I just like, watching these criminals rob banks and steal art from an art museum.
Oh, they're like legit criminals. For some reason, I was automatically thinking like the drug route,
Yeah,
kind of like
I,
how
I
Ozarks was,
expected
but
drug
I like
trade.
this.
It's not drug trade. They're like robbing banks and robbing each other and killing people are getting shot and there's just lots going on. It's definitely an attention grabber. I will say sometimes hard to work on something else while you're doing that, but that's all right. That's all right.
That's okay. Yeah, that will definitely be added to my list.
So
There's just so many freaking shows I want to watch.
I know shows, books, movies. Movies not so much for me, but podcasts, lots of podcasts. I try to stay caught up on my catalog. I do drive a good 35-ish minutes to work each day, so I get a lot of podcasting in. Not podcasting, but listening to podcasts. Always more on your to-do list than you've probably got time to do.
Oh yeah, I love when people ask like, "Oh, what books are on your to read list?" I'm like, "There's so many.
Yeah.
I can't even begin to." Don't
What
ask.
books are
It's like what's
not
not
on
on
your
my
list?
list.
That's right. What books are not on your list? What are you reading right now?
Another Frida book. It's called One by One.
Okay.
Six friends are driving together in a van on their way to some kind of like couples retreat in the woods. But of course, the van breaks down and then someone starts picking them off one by one.
I
And I think it's somebody within the
would
group.
love to read that. I have been rereading Fourth Wing for a while. I'm in like the last 30 minutes of the book according to my Kindle. I need to just sit down and finish it.
Okay, nice.
Um, but I might pick that up next before I read the next one in this Fourth Wing series.
Iron Flame took me so long to get through.
I listened to them all on audiobook, but like my ability to retain what I've read is low and lower when I listen to it. So it's like a new story for me. Um, there's definitely parts I remember, but yeah. So, all right. Well, any final thoughts, words of wisdom, thoughts you want to share with the listeners?
I did remember I wanted us to mention that we're gonna keep our podcast pretty clean. No cursing. We're, family friendly here.
Yeah.
Well, I just know that my mother will be listening to this, so hi mom.
Hi, Deborah. Yeah, I think I honestly have not mentioned this to my mom yet. She'll be surprised. I might just send her the episode and be like, "Look what me and Libby are doing." But yeah, I definitely
I
think
love it.
clean is good. I think people are gonna laugh just because I think we are funny. But
Oh, we're
maybe they don't think
hilarious.
we're as funny as we do. I also think, we've been friends through a lot, and I think that we have some wisdom that we can share with people about, maintaining friendship even across states, hundreds of miles apart.
Also time zones? Have we done time zones? I can't remember when I lived in Tennessee. Wasn't that a different time zone?
I
Only like an
think we
hour,
were
but
an hour apart, but hey, an hour is an hour. It was different time zones. We were friends through you've been to Paris and crossed the ocean.
oh yeah.
So yeah, just a lot of life
Went to China.
that we've been through, going through each other's weddings, college, all of that stuff. We've been through a lot together. So yeah, I'm excited to do this with you. I'm glad that you agreed.
I know. I'm thrilled. Yeah, I don't know why something just clicked. I don't know why I was suddenly thinking about the podcast because I don't think we had talked about it in a hot minute. And I'm just like, you know what? Kristen's right. Let's do it. It's a new year. What are we waiting for? Why not?
It came out of nowhere. I was not prepared for you to be like, let's do that thing you talked about wanting to do. Um, so yeah, I really genuinely am very excited. So thanks for that.
Heck yeah. I feel like that's like the easiest yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see. What else are we gonna have in our show notes? Obviously, we'll recap what we talked about in case anyone,
Yeah, I mean,
wants
we
to have a good binge
definitely
session.
should share titles that we mentioned being interested in, the books, the TV shows. When we create our social media, we can put our Instagram in there. Maybe one day we'll get to
Oh
Facebook as well.
yes.
Um, I think you should share this Olipop collab, give the people what they want.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So basically, anything we've discussed during this episode, we'll share information about in our show notes. And then also, just for listeners out there, if you're interested in reaching out to us for suggestions, or if you, just have feedback on the show, you can email us at Lemme Call You Back. That's LEMME Call You Back podcast at gmail.com. And I am really excited. And Libby, I hate to tell you this, but I gotta go. Let me call you back.
Me too. I got a baby I gotta tend
All
to. Let me call you back.
right, bye.
Bye.